Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 5 is out, and we gotta discuss it. Now, does it live up to episode 4's hype? Let's talk about it. Episode 5 is simply titled Truth, and it follows Sam Wilson, Bucky Barnes, Baron Zemo, John Walker, and Carly, who must all deal with their fallouts from their actions. Now, that's putting it lightly, if you ask me. Quick rundown on how I do my reviews. First, I start off with the good, then I get to the bad, and then finally I'll give you my score and grade for episode 5 of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now, you've read the title, you should be well aware this is a spoiler review. So with that being said, let's get into the good. It's no secret that I'm not the biggest fan of the Falcon character, but by God, if they didn't try to do everything in their power to fix that this episode. This episode was a Sam Wilson episode, and I can't believe I'm saying this. It was needed. His character arc in this show has been handled with so much care and surprising circumstances. They made his Falcon character so unapologetically black. I never thought I'd see the day when Marvel was doing this type of material. From episode 2, when he first meets Isaiah in Baltimore and the cops just run up on him just for the simple fact that he was black. And then from that scene when he was dealing with the banker and he tells his sister that you pretty much have to have all your T's crossed out and your I's dotted when you're dealing with, a particular set of people. And it's no different this episode when he meets up again with Isaiah. Yes, Isaiah is back in this episode, which is another plus for me. But they have this real black in-depth conversation about his time with the government and having the super soldier serum. And hearing his story and finding out all the stuff that he had to go through and how him and his comrades were pretty much thrown away like trash, and him being black, it being intensified, it was crazy. And then Isaiah says to Falcon, what black guy would want to be Captain America with how the world and the government treats people of color? Wow. It was such a powerful conversation. You could truly see it affecting and impacting Sam's decision. And after this, at first I wasn't too thrilled about him being Captain America, but after all he's seen and having that conversation, I think I would be fine with him making his final decision. And I can't go any further without talking about one of my favorite characters now, John Walker. Who would have thought? Like 2 episodes ago, I was just saying how much I couldn't stand him, and now I actually adore his character. That opening scene after he killed the dude from last episode, and you seen the serum affecting his mindset, and then after his friend dying, such an amazing job of acting from Wyatt Russell. His mannerisms, the way he delivered the lines, like I would not expect anything else from Kurt Russell's son. And that 3-way fight that harps back to Civil War. By the way, I hope you caught some of the Civil War score being played throughout this episode. Great job. But yeah, back to that, like that 3-way fight mirrored the fight from Civil War to a T. There was just something so unsettling seeing somebody in a Captain America suit, so unhinged and out of control. It was crazy to see. And he was laying the beat down on them both. I'm talking about he ripped off Falcon's wings. He damn near disabled Bucky. You saw how the electric was shooting from his arm. If it was a one-on-one fight instead of 2 versus 1, he would have killed them easily. They stood no chance. It was crazy. But another thing I loved about John Walker's character was the parallels between Steve Rogers' Captain America. And what I mean by that is, like Steve Rogers, John Walker was the quintessential US soldier. He did what he was told. He didn't question anything. He sacrificed everything for them. And to find out the government was not exactly what he thought it was, it pretty much cast aside. I saw the parallels between those two, and I absolutely loved it. And all that leaves John Walker's character to run into Julia Louis-Dreyfus' character, Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. That's a mouthful. But yeah, I'm not too familiar about her. It's only surface level stuff I know. She was in the same program that Natasha Black Widow was in. Julia was supposed to play this role in the Black Widow film first, but with all these movies being pushed back and all, she ends up being seen in this show first. So, we'll see if she still shows up in Black Widow. Enough of the good. I'm rambling on and on at this point. Let's get to some of the bad. And once again, it's a familiar face. The Flag Smashers and Carly. Talk about digressing a character, Jesus. All the character development that was done in the previous episode feels like it was just washed away with this episode. And this, build up they're setting up for this final episode, I really don't care. I could care less about the Flag Smashers. I don't even think at this point they even know their motives anymore. It's such a wasted character. I really hope a bigger bad comes out and they're handled pretty quickly, because I don't want to see them anymore. I'm even done talking about them. That's it. I really, really, really hope Sharon is not the power broker. After seeing her, I believe in episode 3, her potential is through the roof. Please do not throw that away, Marvel. I beg of you. One last negative I kind of had. I enjoyed all the character development. Like, this episode was heavy on, developing these characters. But the pacing midway, oh my god, did it drag some. Especially coming off episode 4, I was expecting something a little more high octane than what we got. Now let's get to the fun part, my score and grade for episode 5 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And it earns, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll please, episode earns a 8.5 score and a B grade. I enjoyed this episode. It relied more on character development and story than action. But with that being said, it took a step back from episode 4. It didn't match the hype that we got from last week. It had some very interesting premises and storylines introduced, which I did enjoy. But with that being said, like I do with every episode, I simply ask that you subscribe, you like, you share, and comment. And don't forget to turn on that notification, that little bell, letting you know whenever I drop a video. And until next time, peace.